also have a kangaroo running around the gym as well today.
Like a real kangaroo?
Yeah, baby kangaroo. Okay, then before we get started, should I just show you guys?
The kangaroo. I'm sorry. Are you getting into this? I think he has a crush on you. Just kidding. Oh no, he's leaving. Bro, he just got the kangaroo. I don't know where to put him.
A kangaroo she has.
What do I say? She's having anxiety and is tired and has bags under her eyes apparently. So she's taking 2. Okay.
2, she says.
Hi, I'm Katy Bang and I'm here today with Mike Stewart and we're gonna run through a quick buys and tries workout. Today's workout is powered by Süth Bang and we're really excited to bring it to you. But Mike Stewart's been really well renowned in the fitness industry and I'm gonna let him break down his resume for you.
What we're going to do today, first off, my name is Michael Stewart. Hi, everybody. What we're going to do first today, we're going to do buys and tries. We're going to do a nice little buy and try workout. We're going to show some modifications during the workout as well. Some of the workouts, some of the buys, tries, workouts, some of them will have modifications, some of them won't. The ones that will, we're going to do those at the beginning of the workout so we can kind of get everybody amped up and get them going.
So buys and tries is my least favorite muscle group to work. And Mike said this is really, really common with girls just because we're so used to doing legs, everyone focuses on growing your legs. But personally, even lifting for years and years, buys and tries has been something I've always struggled with. So I'm really excited to do a bunch of different modifications and variations in the workout so I can get excited for arm days.
And because she said last week she doesn't like buys and tries, so we are doing buys and tries this week just because of that.
And didn't you say something about women having the
yes,
tricep?
with the little. Oh, I'm caught here, but anyway, I'll use the other arm. But just a little butterfly that hangs underneath the tricep. That's what we're going to really focus on a lot today as well, because this is the one area that's really hard for women to hit from this upward.
So what does that come from? Is it just where a lot of women store fat?
That's where they store fat, lack of activity, and just part of the eating habits as well. So
okay.
Eating better, being more physical with the workouts, and isolating just that tricep area, that will start to tighten things up.
Awesome. Well, we will see you in the gym. For our first exercise, we did 3 sets of 12 reps of skull crushers.
Skull crushers are a bicep exercise that it really isolates the bicep and takes the shoulder out of the movement. So that's a good starting exercise I like to start with. And Miss Katy did quite well, not wanting to do arms today, by the way. So the first thing we're going to do is going to be skull crushers, which will be a bicep exercise. We're going to come down, lay on the bench here. We're going to wrist it nice and straight. We're going to pull down right to the forehead area right there. Now the thing about that is that you're pulling down, if you pull down Richard's nose area, it comes out the bicep. So we want to keep that open. So we want to pull down to the hairline here. Keep that bicep nice and open. Come back up on the stretch. Wrist the bicep straight. You don't want to roll your wrist. From that standpoint, when you nice and straight, come down, squeeze on the bottom, come back up on the stretch. Yes, like that. So what we want to do, think about how we want to be first before you get started. So think about whatever we need to alignment-wise, straight up the wrist, straight up the arms, nice and straight, and then we'll get started. So we don't start off with being grounded. Now see what you've been doing, right? Okay? So when you do this, roll it a little bit forward. Now when you pull, that should straighten it out. There you go. So it's just a little bit moving it forward, moving it backwards, just to get that wrist straight. Nice. We took those elbows inward slightly. It made it a little bit more difficult, but it's taking the shoulders out of the equation. Good girl. There you go. Nice. Okay. So once again, it's just muscle alignment more than anything else. Elbows go out, shoulders get involved, elbows come in, shoulders get less involved.
Okay, so for our second exercise, we did a superset. So back to back, we did 3 sets of 15 tricep extensions, supersetted with 15 seated bicep curls.
So after the first exercise we did, I wanted to pick up the pace and step up the momentum and start to burn a little bit more. So that's why we switched up to supersetting, and we supersetted for the rest of the time just to get things up and moving, get the blood pumping, and just to get a good workout in.
And with the supersets, does that just help keep your heart rate up too?
Keeps your heart rate up, it elevates your metabolism. So just say, for example, with me, I'll do my cardio first, and then I come out and work out. And so you've already elevated your metabolism from that standpoint. So I will superset my whole workout because I'm trying to turn my workout into an anaerobic workout to burn more body fat from that standpoint. So you pick up the pace, you keep it moving, and you go and you just burn more. And that's what we're after from that standpoint. Okay. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to do a nice little tricep extension here. So all this is, wrists are straight, elbows are in. We're just going to come down, squeeze on the bottom. Now what happens with this, people will roll the wrist a lot of times, and so you're taking away from the tricep. So keep your wrist nice and straight and open from your tricep, opposed to opening from your wrist, which a lot of people try to do. So that's the difference in good form or better form. Come up to parallel only. Okay, come on up for a second. Reason why I say parallel only, and you can talk to different trainers and you get different answers. Reason why I say parallel only, but this is going to keep this tricep engaged from here. When we come up, when she comes up, now this tricep isn't as tight anymore, is it? Right. So when we come back here, because this is the engagement right here. So when you parallel, that tricep is engaged. So now come on down and open. Now don't come in. We're going to come just a little to the front. So we hit the inside of that head as well. So you have three. So you have three heads. You have an outside, you have an inside, outside, and top head. So we always want to hit them all from a different angle. Right there. Don't come in quite as far. So right about here.
Right here.
And open. Now see, now you're going to feel it a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just open, but keep the wrist straight.
Good. And try not to jerk it. It's a nice squeeze on the bottom. Yep.
Oh, because when you go up, it gives you a little bit of a break.
Bingo. The arms right on top of our knee. We're going to get a stretch here. So this is a shorter movement than what you did with the skull crushers. We're just going to come up to here, back down, right to parallel.
Parallel, okay.
And we'll talk a lot about parallel because that's important. A modification, I just want to bring this up before I forget. A modification for this, you're not going to do a full range because you're already doing a half range. So your modification is just going to be to come up here, and this is going to be your modification. This would be a modification from here. And that would be due to if you have a bad shoulder, if you have a bad forearm or something like that, you're not going to put the same amount of tension or pressure on that area. So that would be a good modification for something like that. And of course you want to lighten up the weight as well. Down, right about there. Good. Now you see how that wrist is rolling?
Yep.
So we really want to be aware of that from that point, okay? Okay. So now you know how we did with the other? So let's roll this way a little bit. I'm sorry, let's roll it this way. Okay? Now when you come up, see now it's going to straighten up. I want you to have to work for it. I want you to have to feel it as well, okay?
Yeah.
So that's good. That's exactly what I want, okay? Makes you struggle. It's okay to struggle.
So the next exercise we did was another superset.
How many rep it is behind your head?
So the next exercise was a superset once again, and we did 12 reps of sideways seated bicep curls, and then we supersetted that with tricep,
Tricep press downs.
Press downs.
And the one arm seated bicep curl, we sit side saddle. Reason for that, we're trying to take the shoulders out of the exercise. A lot of times with tricep exercises, your shoulders are involved so much, you have to try to figure ways out to eliminate your shoulders out of the exercise.
Okay,
with the seated bicep curl, with the seated one-arm bicep curl, it eliminates it eliminates the shoulder and really helps you to isolate the bicep. Oh, and then I forgot, and then the standing tricep press down, we're up and over, and we're trying to eliminate the shoulders once again. So that's why we're up and over on top of the machine and not level with it. We did do a
Do
video.
you remember last week?
Yes, we did do a video, but something happened to it, so we won't even discuss it. But last week I was talking about how you can line up certain machines with your elbow or your knees. And this is a good example of, it tells you, it kind of gives you an example or a good indication where your seat should be. So with this right here, your elbow should line up right here. So if your seat is right, your elbow's gonna line up there, and so you know you won't have to make any adjustments. One of the biggest things that people don't do in the gym is they don't adjust their seat when they get ready to get on the machine. They'll, whatever height it is, however high, however low, they just jump on and they just hope for the best from that standpoint. We around here, we adjust everything to make sure that it's easier for us to work, but yet it's hard in a sense because it's right, and that's what we're after. So, with that being said, we're going to do one arm curls. We're going to sit sideways. The reason that we're sitting sideways is going to eliminate the shoulder and just isolate the bicep right from that standpoint. Once again, I'm going to emphasize wrist is straight. We're going to come down, work your stretch, come back up, work your squeeze. We don't want to come up too high because we don't want to start to close that muscle off. So we want to come up to where you hit right about at that peak area, and that's your squeeze point there. And back down and work your stretch. So let's straighten out that. So let's roll that wrist this way. Let's roll it up. So see, now that's straight. So this is what we're trying to stay at here with that wrist, okay? Okay, so right here. Now, let's keep it here the whole time. That's gonna be a hard thing to do, so let's give it a shot, okay? Good, right there, right there, and then back up. And this is our squeeze right there. There you go. Nice.
I want my bicep to look like your bicep.
Hey, it's... So my wrists are straight, now last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate my elbows in. That's the last thing I do, rotate my elbows in. From right here, just press down. And short of locking that elbow, you want to squeeze that tri right to there. Come back up, elbows are in. Work that stretch, just short of touching. Come back down, squeeze on the bottom. Okay. Work it from here. Right there, that's the proper movement there. Elbows are in, wrists are straight. Now you can press, but you're not going to get the same movement because you're not over the machine. You're level with the machine. So anytime you can be up and over, and with the bicep curl, you're up and over.
Yeah.
So it's taking your shoulders out of it once again. Okay. Here, we're up and over, so we're trying to take the shoulder. We're always trying, especially on an arm workout, you're always trying to eliminate those shoulders because the shoulders just take over. If you're not careful, the shoulders will take over. So you're always trying to find the best position to eliminate. Never lock out. Never ever. We use that muscle right here. So we come down, squeeze here before you lock out. So see, you want to try to isolate here before you get to the lockout. Okay? I got you. There you go. There you go. Right there. Just like that.
As soon as I got it, the muscle started shaking.
Right.
Tricep extensions. We did 12 and we supersetted those with bicep hammer curls.
And lying dumbbell tricep extensions. We forgot the dumbbell part. Right, that's important. Okay. So we supersetted that again with bicep hammer curls. Yep. Standing hammer curls. And that was a great superset because you have your lying tricep extensions, and then we get up and do the superset with the hammer curl dumbbells, and so that's a great superset. We're gonna put our feet up. We're nice and straight here. Wrists are straight. We're gonna come down to the top of the shoulders. Elbows are in. We don't want the elbows out. Elbows are in. We want to come up and angle slightly. We don't want to come straight. We want to angle slightly back, so we can get those triceps involved. Angling completely forward is gonna. 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna lock out. So we're gonna have a little angle here. So elbows are in, wrists are straight, come down, top of the shoulders, come up, squeeze right about there. Down, and squeeze on the top. Not completely parallel here. We're going to be a little slightly back. Nice. There you go. Yep. Good. And now I'm going to do one last thing. Come on up. Now right here, we're going to straighten up those wrists. There you go. Oh, I'll be here in a second. And one. That's today. So what we're going to do here, we're going, once again, this is elbows are in as well. Elbows are in, so we're on our side here. But all we're going to do is just going to come up and over right here. And back down, okay? So, now come stand behind me for a second and let me point something out. So when people are doing these, and they'll do them this way, and they'll come up and over, but stand behind me for a second. Okay, yes. Now, you see this open space I have between my body and my arms?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I want you to be. So even when you come up and over, there's no open space at all. So that's what I want you to, that's what I want you to think about. So you're on your person the whole time, so there's no open space at all, okay? So that's what I want you to do.
To be a hell of a burnout. We did tricep kickbacks and then we supersetted that with concentration curls. Seated, dumbbell, concentration.
And the kickbacks and the concentration curls both, those are good burnout exercises. Those are good finishing exercises. So that's why I like to save those for last. And after you've gotten a good pump, that's just a good way to finish it. You can alter your weight in the sense of you can make it a little bit lighter, do more reps, get more blood in that area, or you can go a little bit heavier and use it more for strength. But those are two good finishing exercises for your arms. I'm gonna stand here. This is what we're gonna do as a cable kickback. Right from here, okay? Now what happens with this exercise, a lot of people will stop here. We're gonna stop here because that's your kickback there. So parallel, wrist straight once again, kick it back.
Okay.
Parallel, kick it back. Oh yes.
Elbows in?
This is why I like to save this one for last. Good, right there. Kick it back, that's when you know what's happening. Oh, I thought you called. When we're doing this exercise, you can actually use this leg to help bring this bicep up. So if you start to flutter, you can easily just bring this leg in slightly, which will help bring the bicep up as well. Okay. Another little trick, you have this off hand, so if you need help, just take this, just the fingertips, just take the fingertips and help yourself up as well.
So this is a good burnout exercise.
This is a very good burnout exercise. Okay. And you have a little help, like I said, either with your leg by pushing it in, or you have a little help with your fingertips by helping it come up. Again. And that's as high as you need to bring it, right there. Remember with that peak, you want to keep that open.
Okay. This workout was powered by Süth Bang, and we all took Süth Bang. Even Angie behind the camera did to get us through this workout. Good job, Angie. Great filming. Also, thank you to Mike Stewart, obviously. And what can we look out for next week?
It's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell Katy, but it's leg day next week.
Okay, leg day next week. Stay tuned.
See you then.
Bye.